Now it begins.
Cool. Yo guys, Sticky here, and if you remember my series from Black Ops 2 called OP Friday, bringing it back this week. I really haven't had many ideas for OP Friday on Ghost because I feel like even though some guns are pretty good, they're all balanced out in some way. Like the R5 and the AK-12 all have pretty high damage, but they have slow fire rates, so that evens them out. And some guns have extremely high fire rates, like maybe the ARX, and it has good hip fire, but its range is terrible. But the one gun that I have heard non-stop complaints about is the MSBS. And I figured that if I was going to do any gun for the first episode of OP Friday, it would probably be this gun. Now, many of you guys may not know, but if you look at the MSBS, statistically speaking, as compared to other assault rifles, it's only overpowered because it comes as a default 3-round burst weapon. Now, if you don't know in Ghost, on other assault rifles you can also add a 3-round burst to guns. And when you add a 3-round burst to a gun, like say the R5, its damage increases to what I believe is over 50 damage. So with the R5 and the AK-12, you can two-shot somebody like you can with the MSBS. Now, if you don't know the statistics on the MSBS, it does 55 maximum damage, and I believe it drops off to 20 damage. So you're going to be doing anywhere from 3 to 5 shots to kill, or I'm sorry, 2 to 5 shots to kill. And a headshot will not make it 1 shot to kill, obviously, because it's an assault rifle and there'd be no point in them doing that. So the only issue that you're going to have with the MSBS, if you are running it, is it's going to struggle at long range. I've noticed that it does seem to have a pretty big, seem to have not a lot of recoil, but for a burst weapon, it has a little bit too much recoil for what you like for long range battles. So you're going to want to stay pretty much close to medium range with this gun, and it's weird because it's a burst weapon, and normally you think of burst guns as being more accurate for long range, but for some reason Infinity Ward decided to make this gun geared more towards close range combat. So now I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it, and it's just my opinion. Don't take anything I say personal. Don't say, well, this gun is way different from what you think and you're an idiot. Personally, I don't like the MSBS. Number one, because it's a 3-round burst, and I don't enjoy 3-round burst guns. It's just, like, it's a thing I have. I don't like bullpup weapons, and I don't like 3-round burst weapons. And any gun that has, like, a mag size that's out of the ordinary, I really don't like. I'm like OCD about these things. You guys will get to know that later on as we get into more videos. But any gun that's just like out of the ordinary, it just like it makes me feel really awkward to use it. And as you can see, I'm not doing very well. And it's really I hate 3-round burst guns. So I know many of you guys are going to complain about it and say that it's still overpowered and it doesn't matter what my opinion is, and it doesn't matter what my opinion is. You can make your own opinion perfectly well. I'm just giving you my opinion on it so you can make your own judgment on the gun. So I think that's pretty much all for the stats. I don't know the exact stats on the reload times and stuff like that, but I will give some more opinions on it. It seems like the reload time is pretty quick. It's probably a little quicker than average for assault rifles. Its hip fire is standard, I know that, and its aim down sight time is average for assault rifles. The one complaint I do have about the gun, besides its recoil and its range, is that its iron sights are pretty bad. If you imagine, let's see, if you imagine like a Modern Warfare 3 ACR with like a bigger circle around it, and then the iron sights, instead of having like a fine point on them, have like a block for the point. That's basically what it is. And those might seem good, but when you're starting to shoot at somebody, it's kind of hard to be precise because that block kind of gives a lot of leeway for where you could be aiming and where you're actually aiming. So the iron sights aren't very good, and if you are willing to sacrifice a suppressor, I would definitely go with the optic of your choice for this gun. I feel like I need to use burst guns a little bit more and get used to them. I don't have fun with them. They're just not fun weapons to use. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm thinking my next episode is definitely going to be on marksman rifles, because those things are insane. It's like 5 different FALs, but they're all like no recoil, kill in 2 shots across the map. No, what's it called? No mod protector. It's like to where you can't spam as fast. It's like you can't use your trigger finger to its full potential. Yeah, there's none of that. You can definitely use your trigger finger to its full potential on the marksman rifles here. One thing that you're really going to want to do with the MSBS, I might recommend a perk setup. I'm only going to recommend a couple things. I will recommend a grip, because you're going to need to stay on target to hit these shots, because there is a pretty, it's not a big burst delay, but it seems like there is a big burst delay in the gun, and that's because you die so quickly from other weapons in this game that if you miss that first burst, you are pretty much gonna die unless the other person has no skill at all. So you're gonna need to get on point quick, and you're gonna need to stay on point. So I'm gonna recommend quick draw and a grip. And if you want to run steady aim, that's also pretty good. It's not one of my preferred things, because I have a specific perk setup that I like to run for every single class, and even sniper classes, because I just feel like it is the best overall perk setup you can have for my gameplay, not for anybody else's. But if your gameplay is fitted like mine, I believe that this is the best perk setup. But I would recommend focus, a grip, quick draw, and if you can fit steady aim in there as well, steady aim would probably work just fine. The reason I recommend focus is because focus will keep you on target when you're getting shot at. Quick draw will get you on target quick. Steady aim will help you in those tight situations where you don't have to aim down sight, but you can still hit 2 out of your 3 shots from the burst. And those are really just going to make the MSBS excel. Like, if you haven't noticed, whenever I get into close quarters like that, if you hit that burst, if you hit that first burst, they are going to die. There's no question about it. All you have to do in close quarters with the MSBS is hit 2 out of your 3 shots from that initial burst. And if you do that, they're going to drop. It's going to be pretty easy. And another little fun fact about the MSBS before this game ends is that it actually has the fastest time to kill out of any assault rifle. So, if you get good with this gun, you can be a monster. But if you didn't notice, I'm not really very good with this gun right now. So it might show up in another episode later on. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed the series, drop a like and subscribe. And until next time, Sticky out. Thanks, guys.